How cool is he? My little friend there. Creeping slow. He's creeping. Little steps at a time. Little baby steps. Look. I don't know. Looks like he's hunting something. Somebody out there in the energy creeping like they're on the hunt collective. Thinking they're going to sneak up. Right? Like a hunter hunting his prey. Pay attention. He's beautiful. I hope you're all having a wonderful Saturday. The weather's a little weird today. Little sun, little gray, little windy, little cool, little raindrops. Now it's stopped again. Well, it's sprinkling a tad. I hope you're all enjoying your day. I know my beach lovers. I know you're sitting on the beach no matter what. I know my mother would have been. Raindrops and all. We sat through, right? Unless that thunder and lightning were cracking, we weren't moving our asses out them beach chairs. You see, if the planes are still out dragging the advertisements, then technically it's still considered a beach day. You know what I mean? My beach people know. There's another one. He's making his turn around. He's going back toward the airport, and the other one's heading out. The lovely couple just showed up. Can you see them? The raindrops in the way. There he is. She's right there. Oh, it's a little hard to see them through the seagrass when they're not moving around, but there they are. These two just do their own thing. I absolutely love it because that's just how I am. There he is. So listen, I just wanted an energy for like what's going on in the collective energy right now, right? Because I already know what's going on in the energy, right? Like I said, somebody's creeping, right? They think they're coming for their prey. Yeah. Body like a back road. See him hunt. Somebody thinks they know your body like a back road collective, okay? Levitate, Dua Lipa, and Ordinary, Alex Warren. We're coming into that full moon energy too, right? So that gets things fired up for some folks. So anyway, Page of Swords inverted came out, and I went, oh, hell no, and I put it back in the deck, and then these cards flew out. So the Wheel of Fortune flew out, right? The wheel's spinning, okay? The wheel is spinning, and for some it's spinning in a good way, and for others it's not spinning in a good way. It just is what it is, okay? But it's good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, turning point, change, inevitable fate, ups and downs. It's unpredictable, right? Some people are at the top of the wheel, they're going to the bottom of the wheel. The people at the bottom of the wheel going to the top of the wheel. So for you collective, who, my good collective, not that I don't have a big collective. I'm saying if you're doing some kind of work, especially if you're doing inner work and things like that, and shadow work, your wheel's going to the top, right? Now, however, there's somebody in the energy that is, again, they're still in devil energy, right? They're in their shadow self. They have attachments. Maybe they're struggling with addictions, right? They're still lusty. They don't have that self-control and different things. That's what that's representing. At least that's what I'm taking off of it at this moment, right? The wheel's fire energy. It's Jupiter. So like I said, for those of you that are working on things and have been working on things and are working on things in a good way, in a positive way, with integrity and different things like that, Jupiter is going to bring you good expansion. Okay. And then was the Tower. Unexpected change. I've been telling you, we've been talking about it, right? And that's the only thing we can count on is change. When I ended that video the other day, it ended at 555. Unexpected change, okay? Towers are not always bad things, right? Just unexpected change. It could be a really good unexpected change, right? But it is sudden change. It could be an upheaval. It could be chaotic, you know. It could just be some people are awakening, right? It could represent disasters and different things too, you know, which is always like today with the state of the world and stuff, we never know. It's Mars energy, it's fire, right? There's things and planet placements that are happening right now that could kick up this for all of us, gang, okay? So, if you pray, prayers up. Okay. And the star. Hope, calm, faith, purpose, renewal, spirituality, fortune, good omens, rejuvenation. Star represents Aquarius. It represents air signs. Right? We are in Mercury retrograde right now. Mercury represents air, right? It represents communication. So now when it's in retrograde, there's a lot of miscommunication, right? I had that with one of my customers yesterday. And even so, you know, be careful, especially when you're texting or writing emails and stuff. Reread it. Make sure you don't have any typos, because you know how these things change our words. I'm constantly cursing my phone. It's always changing what I want to say. Anyway, bottom of the deck is the death card. Okay? Not always a physical death. Death of the old ways. Death represents transformation. Okay? It represents a metamorphosis. Cycles ending. Okay? Time for the new cycle. Right? We're in a new season. We're in new energy. We're getting ready to come into a new month. So, just, you know, let's get through this moon energy right now that we have coming on Monday, because the energy's here even though the full moon is not actually here, right? It starts rolling in a couple days before, it hangs around a couple days later. So when you utilize moon energy, if you are utilizing moon energy for releasing and different things, it doesn't have to be on the exact day. You have time. Now, if you're using the moon energy for not good things, I really wouldn't recommend that, but do you? And I guess you'll figure it out eventually, right? Anyway, today's a 7th day. It's about spirituality. It's about inner work. It's about reflecting, okay? Being quiet and just, you know, deeper stuff. Right? Deeper meanings, studying deeper, looking deeper, deeper relationships, deeper connections. Secondary energy is a 9. Learning and studying like models of things that work and following programs and protocols and different things that are already tried and true and that you know that are kind of working, right? Where in an area of your life do you want to grow? Right? Now that's something that I've been thinking about. I mean, there are things I'm working on that, you know, there's other things that I do and work on that I'm trying to decide, do I want to go deeper into the studies of it, right? Like, almost like go back to school or work on like different kinds of things. Like how deep do I want to get into certain things, right? So that's what these energies represent. 511 presented itself, and that's inner power. It's unlock your own potential, okay? No fear, whether it's a new, and that, it actually says that too. If it's a new class, if it's, you know, new friendship, like now's the time to go for it, right? Don't be afraid of these changes and different things. Anyway, I'm going to run out of time. So I wanted to say more and do a little bit more, but maybe in another video. You all have a great weekend. Be safe, be kind, and don't forget to smile. Take care, gang. Until next time. Remember, now's the time.